Welcome back to the Time of Your Life. I'm your host, Ethel Rasmussen. Danielle Singley, Program Manager of the Home Team Program at Baltimore County Department of Aging, is our next guest to continue our volunteer theme show for this edition of the Time of Your Life. Danielle, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you, Ethel. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Can you share information about this wonderful program and the population it serves?
Sure. The Home Team is a wonderful countywide volunteer program of the Baltimore County Department of Aging that's existed for more than 30 years, and it's free to eligible Baltimore County residents. It utilizes volunteers to assist older adults who are age 60 years or more, live in Baltimore County in their own private home, and who are homebound and either socially isolated and or food insecure. And it helps them with remaining as independent in their home for as long as possible. Our volunteers provide typically weekly 1 hour friendly visits to older adults who are experiencing loneliness for the purposes of social engagement and well being checks. And through our food agent program, our volunteers deliver items available at partnering food pantries, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, canned foods, toiletries, or anything that's available to those older adults that are in our program who are both transportation and food insecure. And if they also reside in intergenerational families, we also often deliver food to those individuals as well, as long as they're also transportation insecure and are in need.
Danielle, is the Home Team program unique to Baltimore County?
Yes, it is. The program is very unique to Baltimore County. Other jurisdictions may also have a form of friendly visiting programs. However, the home team is a unique model in that the staff do both the client assessment process and the volunteer recruitment and the placements, which is really important because what that allows our staff to do is make really meaningful and effective placements. We really pride ourselves in trying to personalize our placements. We think it's best for both the client and the volunteer that the placement is meaningful for both. And so that is one aspect that makes the friendly visiting program very unique. And then also the food agent program is something that actually started in 2015 and was a result of seeing that many of our older adults were having trouble accessing free food, which actually proved to be very helpful during the COVID-19 pandemic. The food agent program prior to 2015 hadn't existed in Baltimore County and anywhere else in the area. And so, to answer your question, yes, very unique to Baltimore County. We're very proud of what we do. And we hope that if you're interested in helping other older adults or people in your community, that you submit an application to assist.
What type of assistance does a Home Team volunteer provide?
So many of the older adults served in the friendly visiting program are very lonely. They are homebound, they live in their own homes, and perhaps their adult children have moved out of state, or they're just having trouble accessing senior centers or other places of recreation. So, our volunteers provide the needed social engagement, the well being, and assurances many older adults need to feel safe and to provide meaning interactions in the home. And typically, those friendly visits are weekly for 1 hour, but volunteers oftentimes, because they really enjoy what they're doing, will go more than an hour a week. Sometimes they even do up to 5 hours a week if they're available. And the food agents provide supplemental food deliveries from food pantries, typically monthly. It is very different from Meals on Wheels in that we are only providing, again, supplementary items that are available at food pantries. And actually, if you have Meals on Wheels, you can qualify for the food agent program. And this is incredibly helpful to people regularly, but especially again during periods when we're having difficulties accessing foods. And it was especially helpful during the COVID-19 pandemic when many stores were closed and older adults who were disproportionately affected by COVID-19 were shut in.
Danielle, can you talk about the many ways Home Team volunteers make such a difference in the community with the support they offer?
Sure. So we talked about the many ways home team volunteers provide regular volunteer service. However, during this time of year, the holiday season, we also provide opportunities for our regular volunteers as well as group volunteers who wish to adopt a senior or a family to deliver gifts during the holiday season and or gift baskets and food baskets during Thanksgiving. So we if you're interested in that, you would simply contact our office. We'll provide that information at the end of our segment and try to get you paired up with one or more families or older adults, so that you can assist with them and visit with them, and provide opportunities for them to also be experience the joy of the holiday season. We also work with assisted living facilities, one in particular, Springwell Assisted Living in Mount Washington. Special shout out to that group. They actually create holiday birthday and cards and act as pen pals for many of our older adults in the community. They do that on a regular basis, and our older adults really enjoy that.
For those interested in volunteering with the Home Team program, can you share the criteria for being a volunteer and perhaps some of the benefits?
Sure. So, to volunteer, you must successfully complete an application, an interview, a background check, and an orientation. You also must be 18 years of age or more and agree to volunteering for a minimum of 6 months, 1 year preferred. And I want to say that because it is, because our older adults, the people that we serve are very lonely. And so we do ask that people who are serious about volunteering with us commit to that placement, because it can be devastating when they, form a relationship with someone and the person doesn't show up. So that's the very bare minimum. And then during our orientation, and our placement process, we do try to get to know who the volunteer is and what unique skill sets they might bring to the table. We do serve a full spectrum of older adults, so some people may simply be lonely, and some people may come with more complex needs. So if you do have the experience of working in social work, your skill set would be very helpful with serving some of our older adults. But if not, if you're just wanting to give of your personality and your time, we have a placement for you as well.
Danielle, to learn more about BCDA's Home Team program or to receive friendly visits as a Home Team recipient, who is the contact?
Well, you can contact me, Danielle Singley. I'm the program manager, of course, and then you can also contact anyone in the home team office at 410-887-4141. Our office assistant, Lola, would be happy to take your call and walk you through the process of becoming a volunteer. You can also email us at hometeam@baltimorecountymd.gov.
In closing, would you like to add any additional information?
Sure. I just want to say that our program, I'm personally very proud of our program. It's a pleasure whenever I hear the meaningful interactions, our clients, our families in the community who are so grateful to have volunteers such as yourselves who give of their time and their efforts and their talents to help older adults who are often forgotten. They're the ones who are in the home. And we do our best to outreach. And if you don't do anything else today, if you don't want to volunteer, I ask you to please tell people about our program.
Danielle, thank you for being on today's show to share information about BCDA's Home Team program.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
We're going to take a short break. When we return, learn about exciting parties and other special events at BCDA's 21 senior centers.